Welcome, guests, friends, partners. I see a few people have joined in. I even got a thumbs up. Come on. Somebody actually gave me a thumbs up. I was kind of expecting a thumbs down. Anyhow, why am I here? Joe, there we go. Hello. Anyhow, what am I gonna do on this share? I wanted to take a few minutes out and talk about, share a life hack with you here that I've titled, Ever Sit Down and List Your Goods? Results Coach Santos. Why would I want to sit down with myself and list my goods? Well, I'm glad you asked. Why is it so important for you to know what your goods are? Is it important for you to know what your goods are, my friend? Partner? As you and I travel down this freeway called life, we're traveling. You're the vehicle. I'm the vehicle. We're traveling down this freeway called life. Abraham Lincoln said, I believe it was Abraham Lincoln that said, after I introduce myself, once again, your results, Breakthrough Coach Santos Furlong Jr., making it a wonderful, super fantastic, terrific, over-the-top evening here in Stockton, California. Let me tell you, friends, guests, partners, the world is not all rainbows and sunshine. Sylvester Stallone said that in the movie. He said, the world isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Who am I? Who am I? Who are you? And have you sat down with yourself to write down your goods? What are you good at? What are you good at? What do you enjoy? What would you like to see happen in your life over the next few weeks, over the next few months? Anything in particular? Or do you really enjoy where you're at today? Do you enjoy where you're at? Do you really like where you're at, the way you're living? When you wake up in the mornings, the way that you make your day throughout the day, and then at night when you lay your head down to rest? Are you living your dream? Are you living your dream? The broke man, the homeless guy that became a millionaire, was asked the question, and the homeless guy said, the person asking, when did you become a millionaire? The homeless guy says, when I was laying on that park bench. Abraham Lincoln said he would rather sharpen his axe than go out and start chopping trees or cutting into woods, what have you. What does that mean, to sharpen your axe today in this world of darkness, this world full of sin, this world full of deceit, this world full of deceit, this world full of lies, this world all around you and I? People are doing things Some people know that they're doing it. Some people do know that they're doing it. Others don't know. Others are just ignorant because they've been brainwashed. Why do I come on the air? Who am I? I'm a voice crying out. I'm a voice crying out in the wilderness. Let me share something with you, partner. People's minds are being hijacked. People's minds, I see this all around me. It's really, really sad. But it's what I see. And what is my job in this? What is my job? I've got friends. I've got family members that have been basically hijacked. Their minds have been programmed into a lifestyle that is, to me, it's kind of bizarre. I mean, why would you live in fear today? Why would you want to live in fear today? Isn't there enough fear in the world already? Why would you want to live in fear? I mean, why would you want to live in all of these things? And I got to get back to focusing on why I came on, why, who am I and why am I here? Point people back to the fact that we have to get focused. My friends, my partners, we got to get focused. What's going on? I mean, are we going to be poisoned also? Are you going to allow yourself to be poisoned, my friend? How are people being poisoned? I'll tell you how people are being poisoned. When people can no longer believe in themselves, when you can no longer believe in yourself, when you can no longer believe in your own word, and you live your life saying things that you're not really aware of, but other people see, there's other people that see this, because you know what? Most people are looking at our actions. Most people are looking at our behavior. They're not really looking at what we're saying. Most people are looking at how we're living. We can say a lot of things. We can say a lot. And a lot of people will say a lot of things, and unfortunately they can't back it up. They can't back up what they're saying because they don't know how. Their minds are so poisoned, their minds are so programmed, they don't know how to grab a journal. They don't know how to grab a journal and sit down and write down what their goods might be. I tell you, my friend, some of the greatest moments that you will ever have, the greatest moment that you could ever have with yourself is when you sit down with yourself and your moments are spent focusing on your life mission. Yours. That is some of the most wisest moments that you will have in your life, my good friend, partner, whoever you might be, is spending time focusing on your life mission. What is your life? I ask myself often, Santos, what is your life mission? Well, I know what my life mission is. My life mission is to develop young men, develop young women, prepare young men, prepare young women so that they know how to communicate, so that they know how to listen, so that they're fine-tuned, so that they're aware, their eyes and their ears are fully awake to what's really going on all around them. That's my job. That's my mission. I have a fucking hard mission in life, but I love it. I love the challenge. I love the challenge that I put myself into in life. I love this. I love the fact that I am a teacher, that I am a coach. And today, you know what? I'm offering something very valuable completely free. I'm offering a 45-minute discovery strategy session. Laser focused on your target goal. 45 minutes, no cost to you. This is over a $500 value, my friend. I'm doing this completely free. You got to qualify for it, though. You got to qualify for it, because I'm not here to just give shit away for free. You know, we have to become very, very focused. We have to have alignment with mind, mouth power today. Because my friend, if you're not in alignment, you're going to get swept away. Yes, you will get swept away by the river, by this river of madness, by this river of propaganda that is sweeping throughout cities, throughout families, homes, and is basically turning the minds of people into mush. You ask a question and somebody would say, I don't know. You know, when people say that so many times, I don't know, it begins to, there's something wrong with that. When you ask somebody a question and they say, I don't know. And yet they're alive, they have a brain, they have a mouth, they can speak. You know what that tells me? When I speak to people, when I have conversations, I try to have really good, lively conversations with people, because I believe in giving people the best. You know what? I believe that when I talk to somebody, when I have a conversation with somebody, I believe that I should fucking leave that conversation. That person should be better off after leaving the conversation with me. That person should be better off meeting me. If that person that had a conversation with me wasn't better off meeting me, then I got a lot of fucking work to do on myself. I got a lot of work to do on myself. I started talking about ever sit down and list your goods. And then I said, some of your wisest moments are spent focusing on your life mission. I'm telling you, man, that is a blessing in disguise. Unless you experience this, you don't have no clue of what I'm talking about, honestly. If you're not experiencing what I'm sharing with you here, unless you're experiencing it, you don't have any clue of what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that to be negative. Hang around. If you hang around me long enough, if you watch my videos long enough, if you read my books long enough, if you squeeze the juice out of my books long enough, I can guarantee you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Becoming a light in this dark world that we live in, because you and I must become a very bright bulb in this dark world. People are depending on us. You're depending on yourself. I'm depending on myself. If I can't depend on myself in this dark world, who else can I depend on? Well, first of all, I'm depending on God, on my Creator. You know what? No one knows what moves you deep down inside. No one knows. No one knows what belief you have deep down inside. No one knows what desire you have deep down inside. Nobody knows what you want, what hope you have deep down inside, secretly inside you. A deep-rooted belief, a knowledge of something that you have. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. You know. Until they see what moves you deep inside. Until they see your actions. You see, until people see your actions. I can sit here and talk, but you know what? Check out my website. Go to my website and see. Look at the testimonials of a few people that I've touched lives. Check it out. Are they with me forever? Some of them might be passed on. Some of them might be gone. Some of them are still here. Are my books that I've written, are these perfect books? You can read this book in probably 20 minutes, but it's not meant to be read in 20 minutes. It's a tool book. It's meant to be used. It's meant to be picked up and used. Picked up and used. Not abused. This isn't a self-help. I mean, this isn't a shelf help. This is not a shelf help book, right? Shelf, put it on the shelf. It helps the shelf. It's not a shelf help book. This is a self-help book, right? If you want to get to know me, you got to see the tools that I offer. I give out a lot of high quality stuff. You know, some of the stuff for $12, $14, $16, these little books can literally turn your world right side up, my friend. Literally turn your world right side up. Your actions speak louder than your words. Deep down inside, you've got something, you've got a secret, you've got a hope, you've got a desire, you've got a want, you've got something deep down inside you. You can keep holding on to that, my good friend, my partner, my guest. You can keep holding on to that if you want. Or you can begin letting, or you can bust the chains. You can break those chains. You can saw those chains. You can saw those chains right off, right? I've worked with these big pliers. There's these huge pliers, and they cut chain links. They're big, they're long, they got a lot of leverage, and you squeeze down on that plier, you squeeze down on that thing hard enough, snap, and it'll break through a chain. It'll break through those links. And my friend, this is what you need to do. Can you see those? Can you see those links? Can you hear them? Oh, I can hear them falling to the ground. Those are heavy. That's a heavy chain. Heavy chain. I can hear it falling, metal, hitting the ground, tar or cement. Freedom. The ability to exercise your gift. Hey, I'm going to be Sunday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to have a guest, Solutions and Answers. I'm going to invite you to come, join me and interact with me, ask questions. Listen, my friends, I don't know how long I'm going to be on this planet. I have no clue how long I'm going to be on this planet. And neither do you. You have no clue at all. You don't know. You do not know. What I offer, what I give, and I tell you, if you're stuck, if you are in a swamp of some kind, you're in a swamp, you're in a jungle, and you're fighting, you're a fighter, you're fighting, but you know that you need some help. Hit me up, send me a message. Hey, Santos, I want to meet with you for 45 minutes. I want to talk to you about this one specific thing. And I'm fucking hungry like the wolf, Santos. That's one of my requirements. If you're going to reach out to me and I'm going to spend over $500 value discovery strategy session with you, I want to make sure that you impress yourself, because it's not about me. Because if you don't have a strong belief in what it is that you want, and you come to me and we sit down for 45 minutes, you're not going to get anything out of it. I want you to come believing. I want you to come prepared. You know what? I want you to come believing. You know what, Santos? Results Coach Santos is offering me something that, you know what? Maybe this could be a fucking once in a lifetime opportunity for me. I'm fucking scared, man. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. Or I'm excited. I don't know what it is. You're hanging on the, you know what? You're hanging on the edge, man. You're on the cliff. You're hanging on there, but you're hanging on. You're hanging on to that cliff, man. Most people let go a long time ago. And you're hanging. and you came across Santos, I want to help you. I want to help you, my friend. I want to be there. I want to be able to grab you by the forearms and kind of lift you up off that cliff and just kind of make sure that you're on your feet again and you stand up strong like a young man or like a young woman and you're there. You know, I'll dust you off a little bit. You can dust yourself off and we could look at each other eye to eye and you can say, thank you, Santos. And I can say, you know what? Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Dora, or whatever your name is. And we go on together. Relación, relationships. You know what I'm talking about, man? We hang tribe. That's why I'm talking about soldiers of self-mastery. That's why I talk about soldiers of self-mastery lifestyle, soldiers of self-mastery tribe. What I offer is a tribe, a place where people can thrive, people can grow. Yes, Santos, but you charge for your coaching. Santos, but you charge for your mentoring. Well, don't you charge for your time? Don't you charge for what you do, right? You don't work for your company for free. I don't know, maybe you do. Most people do not work for their company for free. So, I earn my living. I earn my keep. I earn my keep by writing. I earn my keep through speaking. I earn my keep through books, through videos. I earn my keep by being sometimes even a comedian. No, I'm just joking. But I do enjoy myself. I do enjoy myself. I do enjoy being who I am and what I do, especially for other people. Why do I say other people? Because let me tell you something. I've lived my life, man. I'm 55. I'm going to be 55 years young. I've lived my life. And I'm living the dream. But Santos, you're sitting in your car talking about... Doesn't matter whether I'm in my car, man. You know what? You could be... What did I say earlier? I said the homeless man that became a millionaire, that became successful, was asked the question, when did you become a millionaire, Mr. Homeless? Mr. Homeless answered and said, when I was laying down on that park bench. Isn't that interesting? You see, success is not something physical, like most people think. It's a brand new car, it's a big house, you know, wearing a pair of Guess jeans, wearing sneakers. I just bought my son $300 sneakers for his birthday. Something that, you know, I wouldn't have done. Well, I wouldn't have done it in the past. But anyways, $300 ain't that much. And plus, he's definitely deserves it. Oh, nice car. SRT. I just got distracted. Let me get back. Let me see, where do I want to go back? Because I got to end this video here. It really is about you. Like I said, I've traveled, I've been around the world. I've even had my Nike, a brand new pair of Nike stolen from me in Italy. One night in a drunken stupor. Yes. Some lad ran off with my Nikes just before I went back on the ship. Barefooted, crossed the quarterdeck, or the brow, like they say. You got to get on the ship to go. This was when I was in the military. Yes, I was too drunk, and some lad, he left me his old clodhoppers. I will never forget the old pair of shoes that he left me. Let me share this story with you because I think it's a good one before I end the video. This was back in the 1980s. Okay, I used to drink very heavily, very heavily. And one night, I probably got left by myself, by my friends, because that's what they did with me. I would get so courageous, you know, liquid valor, right? Alcohol, rum, and all that mixed stuff, and beer, and the whole shebang. I remember I was coming back to the ship. This was in Italy. We were in Italy for just a short time. Our ship pulled into dock there, one of the ports there. Naples, Italy. Anyways, I was out boozing in town, drinking Uzis and whatever. I sat down because my feet were tired. And by the way, I had bought a pair of Nikes. You know, I had been out at sea for a long time. I bought these shoes and I didn't wear them, so my feet were tired and they were still brand new shoes. I took one off and I was resting on a sidewalk there. I don't know how long, not too far from the ship. Well, some lad comes along and he says, hey, it's dark, and of course I'm drunk. I'm in a drunken stupor. My shoe's off. He goes, hey, can I try your shoe? And I said, yeah, go ahead. So as quick as I said, yeah, go ahead, and he goes, hey, you know, can I try the other one on? I didn't even pay any attention to what he just asked me. I was in a drunken stupor, man. I did not, like today, most people don't pay any attention to what's going on around them. Isn't that the facts? Today, most people are like in the stupor, man. I'm serious. I know, because I've been there. And sometimes I still feel like I'm there. But I have to get back and say, wait a minute, Santos, no. Think about what's really going on here. So going back to the military days, I'm trying to gain my composure here and go back to that military night. I'm sitting there on the curve and this lad comes over to me. Next to you know, he's fucking running off with my shoes, man. And I'm sitting there on the curve looking at his clodhoppers. He left me some shoes there. They were big shoes, huge shoes. They were big. I call them clodhoppers because they look like you can go jump in a cornfield with those kind of shoes and, you know, stomp on the mud kind of stuff. Clodhoppers, that's what I call them. And it was just so funny. I sat there. I didn't know what to think. I was in a drunken stupor. And I said, Santos, you got to get your ass up, go back to the ship. I went back across the bow, permission to cross the deck, you know, get on to go down to go sleep or whatever I got to do and get home to the ship. We lived on the ship. Either they knew that I walked across the bow, the quarter deck, without no shoes, and they just let me go, because sometimes that's how the other, you know, soldiers, Navy guys are. We look out for each other sometimes, you know, and we see some of the most stupidest shit. You know, people would puke all over them and their clothes torn off, and then sometimes they write you up, and then you got to go see the master chief or the senior chief the next day or whatever, and get reprimanded. Hey, this is not what a soldier stands for. This is not how we're supposed to live. We're supposed to stand the United States government, the United States Navy, and we have a creed to live, and there's a policy and a standard here, soldier. We're going to remove your stripe. Anyways, I've been there. So that's my Nike. I remember they were high tops. They were white Nikes. They were white. I believe they were white Nikes. They had the nice white stripe. And they were practically brand new. So this guy got off with a really nice pair of Nikes. Maybe they fit him better than they did me. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, all right, my good friends, I got to get going here because I will see you guys on Sunday. Everything is in your mind. Power, yes, slot whiner. Enjoy your videos. Thank you, Slow Santos. You deserve more audience. We're getting there. We have to declare that we are mad as hell and we aren't going to take it anymore. There we go. We got to get mad. All right, my friends. Until my next episode, chop it up, man. Chop, chop, chop. What do I mean, chop it up? Listen, and this message goes out to somebody I know very personally. We are not in survival mode. We have to remove ourselves from that animalistic behavior, my good friends, my partners. Listen, do you believe in supporting the underdog? Do you? Do you believe in honestly? Well, I hate that word. Let me get it out of there. Forgive me. I didn't say that. Do you believe in rooting for the underdog? I am the underdog. You are the underdog. We need to root for each other. It's not about survival. It's about having a positive mindset, 31% more energy, 31% more creativity. Listen, you want to make better decisions at home? You want to make better decisions? You want to make more informed decisions with business people, with clients? You don't want clients that are going to pull the plug on you. You don't want that, do you? We get enough of that at work, okay? You know what kind of clients you want? You want clients that are going to put the plug in when they feel like something's falling out. Does that make sense? You want clients, you want to interact with people, you want to be able to do the things with people that have a mindset that elevates yours way high. Because the higher your mindset is elevated, Chris Voss, I enjoy Robert Cialdini, Dr. Maxwell Maltz, Anthony Robbins. You know, I was recently listening to Jeff Lerner, the fastest way to become a millionaire. Now, I don't follow him. I just listen to some of the stuff that he puts out there. I have certain mentors in my life. I have certain coaches in my life that I've paid to learn from. I invest in myself. I invest in this thing right here because it's not a computer, but it works like a computer. In fact, your brain really does work like a computer, but it's like a super hyped, very, very self-efficient computer. And if you put the right software, and what is the software? Some tools. Let me tell you something. You on the other side, you can read me. You can tell whether I'm bullshitting you right here or not. You can tell. Somebody might come on and listen to me for just a few minutes, and they would think in their mind, because they don't know me, they would think this guy's a con artist, right? Because that's the way the fucking mind is programmed with most people. Most people fucking see the negative immediately. That's the way it is. Most people, even, you know what? You could have a fucking great business deal in front of you, and if your mind is not right, you fucking see the negative in that business deal instead of fucking looking for the positive. How'd you like to fucking have a mindset? And this is what I'm fucking working on, training people. I'm very serious about this. How'd you like to have a mindset that when you're interacting with the other person, you are fucking fully awake of what's going on there. Not only are you awake within yourself, but you're fully awake of what's going on outside of you. So that you know for a fact you won't be taken advantage of. Now, and you know how to respond, and you know what to look for. You know, when you know what to look out for when you're interacting with people, certain words, certain key phrases, certain looks, certain gestures, even the way somebody's freaking dressed. You know what? It makes the difference in your business, because you'll know who to do business with. You'll know who to build relationships with and who not to build relationships with. One of you said here, Santos, you should have a bigger audience. You're right, I should have a bigger audience. The problem that I've had is that, honestly, I really didn't believe in myself. So I wouldn't really put myself out there like I'm putting myself out there now. You see, I had to build myself to this point also. Yes, I've gotten away from gambling. I don't gamble anymore. You know, gambling to me is like a little ant that runs around on the ground. You know, I can't crush it, but it runs around, but it doesn't affect me anymore. I want to help you develop your business. I want to help you develop your mind. I want to help you be strong. You might be facing you might have some difficult relationships right now. You might be surrounded by difficult people, and you can't really make the move out. You can't really move away from there. But I'll tell you what you can do is you can fucking strengthen your mind so fucking strong that fucking nothing moves you, man. Nothing moves you, man. You're just so fucking strong in your mind because you've been hanging around Santos. Results coach Santos. You've been hanging around him too long, man. And his mojo's rubbing off on you. You're beginning to see that you also are a great person, that you also have a superpower in and of yourself. You know what is? I started out talking about this earlier, and I'm going to come right back to it because I got to end this broadcast. Ever sit down and list your goods? What are they? You know, what are you good at? What do you like? Right now, your mind ought to be so wound up from listening to me that you can see clearly where you want to go. You should be able to see it. If I was you, I'd be writing notes down right now. If I was you on the other side, if I needed to, of course, I do write notes and I keep notes of all the things that I do. But if on the other side, if I'm speaking to you, I'm putting some shoes right in front of you. If these shoes are your size, put them on, my friend. Take some notes at what you're thinking, because your thoughts are important to you. You know, if you don't hold your thoughts in high regard, if you don't respect your thoughts, if you're not willing to write down your thoughts, then you're in a bad place in life, my friend. You're in a bad place in life. And I'm afraid that your mind might be taken over, hostage, or programmed by something. I'm glad you're here, though. I'm glad you're here because I'm speaking to you. You can take action. You could do something about it. You can take action. Listen, I'm offering a 45-minute. I'm offering anyone that comes to my website, soldiersofselfmastery.com. I'm going to say that again, soldiersofselfmastery.com. You come to my website, you send me a message and you say, Santos, I want to meet with you because there's something that's fucked up in my life. That's how you got to say it. Say it just like that. But it's got to be one thing that you're willing to take action with after meeting with me. Because if you're not willing to do that for yourself, then that thing is not important for you. Find what really is important for you. Connect with me. We're going to sit down for 45 minutes. We're going to do something called, I'm going to put you through a little bit of a process called visualization. All right? Something very magical. You're going to experience something really cool. Be able to get some clarity going on in your life. You need clarity, right? What do most people need in their lives today? Man, if they could just have a little bit more clarity. Fuck, if I could just have, you know what? If I could just have a little bit more clarity. You know, just a little bit more clarity. That'll help me move in the right direction. All right, my friends. That's about it. Self-empowerment, so powerful. Hey, Jim, Sunday. I'll be back on here Sunday. Be back on here Sunday. Yep. Thank you for the thumbs up. Support the underdog. I am the underdog. Fighting every single day. You know? There's nothing else. What else is there to do? Relax. Enjoy. But fight like Mike Tyson, like Manny Pacquiao, like Conor McGregor. Like Lennox Lewis. Who's the other one? Holyfield. The real deal. I salute all my soldiers. I salute all my partners. Also, I salute all my tribe members. Until my next one, I will see you at the top on the inside. Remember, tomorrow, listen, we've got some really cool things happening. Tomorrow, we are going to be live at 7 p.m. Next week, we're going to do a little bit of a different program on Sunday. We're going to have some singing. We're going to have some live singing. Do you like to sing? Do you like to do karaoke? Join us. I believe that we're going to have a few people We'll see how it goes on the 25th. And after that, we're going to have some more guests, possibly some more guests. And we're going to get into some really good questions and answers. 35, 45 minutes flies by, but you know what? We are going to squeeze the most that we can out of that time. I'm asking for your support. This is how I earn a living. Has it been challenging? Of course it has for all of us, right? We all have children, we have bills, we have computer things that we got to do, all of these things. Books, I got another book that I'm working on. Wonderful things, wonderful things. Am I challenged? I'm fucking challenged to the maximum. Yes, I am. But I'm fucking loving it. I wouldn't have it any other way right now. As challenging as it is, as difficult, and as rewarding as it is right now, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm going to help you live your dream, even if it starts on a park bench.